Hello and welcome to another Aggie's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Tonight I'm going to be reviewing from Bad Company their 0119, which is an off-tempo DIPA free, whatever that's supposed to mean. 7.4%, so it's got some whack to it. Without further ado, let's give it a pour. So I got a message off Facebook earlier, off an old friend. And today it was the 31st anniversary of three of us starting work for Nottingham City Council, working at Wollerton Park as trainee apprentice gardeners, 31 years ago. So, a hazy amber pour with a little white head on it. A hoppy aroma, but muted. Wow. So the aroma's muted. Taste, the 7.4% really comes through really strong. Definitely grapefruit in that taste. So yeah, 31 years. We were the last of a generation. Nottingham City Council then was a damn good employer. They had a trainee scheme, and you'd go to a park and you'd be taught how to do it and how to do it properly. It depends which park you went to, because I was lucky enough to go to the Arboretum, and some of the gardeners above me were class gardeners, one that I befriended, a lad called Stuart Toll. Yeah, what an amazing gardener, About 9 years older than me, so he'd be about 57 now, 57, Jesus. 48 sounds bad, 57 sounds ridiculous. And his brother must have retired by now, because he'd be in his 60s. But yeah, and I was lucky, to be in the role I was, because we did East Midlands in Bloom, and we won year after year after year. Won Britain in Bloom 4 or 5 times. We won Entente Florale, which is the European in Bloom, and the Arboretum also. When there was only 3 of us there, we won the RHS Certificate of Excellence in Horticulture. And all while I was there, taught to do the job properly. And nowadays gardeners, well, I've just left a firm with a load of gardeners, and there's only one other there who can class himself as a gardener. The rest of them, sadly, no. Not because, they probably wouldn't want to be a gardener, it's because nowadays that side of gardening has disappeared. Unless you work on specific areas. And I've just moved to a new job, and even though I am severely struggling with anxiety, the beer's helping, but I can't drink beer when I'm at work, obviously. In the role I'm doing now, I know that even though I'm mentally in not a great place, but the role I'm doing, it looks like it's going to be the perfect role for me. Lone working, which is a bit horrible at times, because sometimes it's nice to talk to somebody, and but I'm going back to doing full on proper gardening to the best of your ability, and without silly time constraints, or without trying to put too much on you. So far anyway. We'll see if it pans out that way in the long run, but it's hopefully I've reached my the place where I want to be. Now, if only I could get them to change my time, my working times, that'd be great. But it looks like I'm stuck with the hours I'm doing. It just means I get to see my grandson in the morning, so it's not too bad in all factors. And I'm getting home in 20 minutes as well. That's in rush hour, so it's not that bad either. So anyway, yeah, Amber Pour. Sorry for rattling. Amber Pour. Again, I can smell citrus aromas, more grapefruit than anything. So this Bad Company, I've never heard of them until this year, but they've got a lot of beer now in the likes of Tesco's and that. And you got this one, 0119. I've drank 0618 and I've got 0219 up there. So not the most creative of names. I mean, although they've got another one down here called Wild Gravity. So the flavour, the 7.4% really shows through. As I'm drinking it, I can tell it's making me a bit, you know, getting to me. I'm hoping to top up a few more beers this weekend. Bit of beer news for you. Sainsbury's, even though I wasn't happy with them when I left, but I've got some fantastic friends there who are still there and not happy with the company, but you know, they've done a bit of a refresh on their beers and cider range, and it's half the range it used to be. I don't know why they're in the days where craft beer is brilliant. You know, the range is half the amount. Obviously, that's because they can fill up on one variety, put a shelf instead of having like so many cases. They'll have a shelf of it now, and that's just to get rid of staff. That's just to lower the amount of staff you need, because you're never going to sell out of a shelf in one day. It's all crafty. And but they've got some new beers and new ciders in. Definitely worth taking 20-25 quid, going in there and treating yourself, you know, to some, which I will be doing probably Saturday afternoon. Definitely, especially while my son's still got his discount there, because he's going to be leaving soon. He's putting his notice in tomorrow, so no more discount at Sainsbury's soon. Going to Tesco's in a few days' time, shopping, see if they've got anything interesting or new out. Went to Asda the other day. I've noticed that Copperberg have really expanded their range, and they've got gin, Copperberg gin now, and you know, gin is just ridiculous how it has exploded. And you know, if you're a fan of liqueurs, gin is like the go-to liqueur place now. And which reminds me, I need to put me need to get them sorted out. I forgot all about them. It's been that busy this last week or so, and get them cleared, and they'll be sent to a friend who's got a still, and for him to turn it from wash and put it into, you know, make it a still out. That's distilled liqueur, distilled spirit rather. So I just brewed them here, so that, you know, that gets that out of the way. But I've also picked up some passion fruit gin, so I'm looking forward to that. I haven't done any spirit reviews in a while, so it'd be good to get back on the spirit review run. So anyway, back to this. Yeah, really nice flavour. Definitely grapefruit is the order of the day for me. Again, it's muted aroma. I've got no blocked up nose, no hay fever symptoms. So, but it's you've got notes of whatever's there. It's all notes of, but the actual taste, it's really nice. You know, it's really warming. My belly is bubbling from it. I'm not bubbling because I need to go for, you know, a tom tit, but yeah, All I'm getting is grapefruit, but it's nice. It tastes great. Really getting the strength though. Wow, you know, the 7.4% really comes through. You know, with some beers, you'll drink them, and even though they are 7 or 8%, you know, and I'm sweating my head off in here. Some don't affect you at all. You know, you drink it, you think that was 8%. I don't feel it. And yet other beers, they get you straight away. This is one of them beers where, wow, you know you've had it. You know, got some good flavour to it. Reminds me a bit like a barley wine type beer. So, amber pour, hazy amber pour, white head, but very thin white head. Muted aroma, very muted with grapefruit. Grapefruit throughout the taste, strength. In the background, a bitterness of grapefruit. I'm still tasting it now. And really nice. You know, 440ml, you're paying about £3 nowadays for these cans. And you know, are they worth £3? I don't know, because you've got a bottle here like this one, you know, the Black Sheep Brewery bottle, 500ml, you're paying about 150 for that, 170, something like that. Are they worth it in a can? Yes, I know they're craft beers, but are they really worth it? You know, I don't think so, really. I think it's the way I mean, obviously these companies need to stay alive. That I can understand. You know, you need to make money to stay in business. We all need to make money to stay alive these days. You know, there's a lot of people struggling out there. You know, struggling very bad. A lot of genuine people, not just people coming into this country and robbing us. Although them that robbing us, they're probably living a better life than a lot of the people in this country that are, you know, on you know, at desperation level. The people that go to food banks, you know. Luckily, we are not a high earner, you know, because in my family we have an autistic child, so we're a one-person earning family, but we do well on what we get, you know. But you know, I do feel sorry for those out there that are struggling. It's a very desperate world we live in, and yet there's millionaires and billionaires, and you think to yourself, spread your bloody wealth, you know. And if you are a millionaire, buy a plot of land, plant trees. Buy acres and acres of land and do nothing but plant trees or put solar farms on. You know, save the world's environment. But anyway, let's get away from that. So, this is a very nice beer. It's certainly gone to my head, I know that. Bloody hell. Out of 5 then. Whilst being a nice beer, the complexities of the flavours just doesn't come through. Another 7.4% beer is Old Roger by Marston's, and I've had a bit of a love-hate relationship with that beer. But that beer has complexities that this little fella hasn't. So whilst it is a nice tasting beer, good strength, it ticks a lot of boxes for me, it isn't enough to get it in my top 10 beers. So out of 5, I'm going to give it a 4.4 out of 5. Yeah, a very good beer, just not quite top notch. And thanks for watching. See you soon.